Hello, Siddiq. Hello, hello, Siddiq. Can you hear me?
You see my screen now?
Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
okay, go ahead. Sorry for the inconvenience. The time you have two names. One of the name doesn't work, so the time
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
only option to leave the session. So that's
No
why
problem.
I
So,
connected. Yeah,
so this is the one I run. Same query you send us. I
yeah.
click run the SQL
So you
and I
got
get
you got the record also. Because
I
I
get
think
91 record. Yeah.
yeah, I think you might practice before probably. That's why instead of 98, or you delete some records, so that's why you got only 91 records, right?
Yeah, because I mean even my table is different. It says Berlin, Mexico, London, it's all Europe, and yours is different, I think.
Yeah. So I think we
So
got
we
the
need to do
98 and
database.
we got 98 and you got 91 because
Yeah.
you manipulating some data like delete records.
No, no, I did not do anything. That's a table. But I believe we're using different tables. I don't know.
Uh, okay, let me a similar.
Because Hilal he got 91 too, right, Hilal?
Yeah, yeah. You see on the right side, it says your database here on the right side. There's a table on the right side, all the way to the right. Yeah, it says 91.
91
Customer has
customer.
90. Yeah.
So your customers, you okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me. Can you see your query on the top?
Yeah, it's
So
just
you
same
select
query.
customers. Yeah. Okay. So can you restore the data base? Restore the.
I mean, this is what it is. So I believe it is different,
Yeah,
maybe every different
it's
zone.
okay because probably you are not in
Okay,
the phase
restore database. Okay,
uh, restore database. Now you can run. Yeah, let's see. So 91. You see? Uh,
yeah,
okay, that's good because there you a lot of people using this customer table. So if it is online based, like sharing the table database, so definitely it will up and down. On the other hand, locally, if you run your script or you know manipulate some data like the alter, delete, drop some transaction, you if you tried here, probably it happens. So if you don't do that, maybe from online, like globally, it happens. So don't worry. So now we are at the same page. I would like to see Amit. You know he's able to see everything, right? Amit.
Yes, I'm running it right now. My computer is acting up. I had to restart it. So give me like a minute or two, maybe not even.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think.
Take your time. When you're ready, let me know. Okay. So.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so another one is Goror. Are you there, Goror?
Johor.
Gohor,
It's
sorry.
called.
So I think Siddiq and Grohor, the two of you, right?
Yeah, two different people.
Okay. Uh, so Gohor, did I already talk with the Gohor or not?
No.
Hi, Gohor. I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, did you able to navigate that URL I sent?
Yes, sir. I did run the data and I have same data number,
Okay.
91.
Okay. Very good.
How can I restore it back? I didn't see like the icon in here
Uh,
on my screen.
the restore icon.
Yes, restoring the data on
If
my
you
screen.
refresh the URL, let's see.
Yeah, I was able to run the query.
Okay, very good.
Brother
So
Johar, there is a restore button to the right, next to
Uh,
the below the your database.
give me 1 second. نحن اسكتي. I'm not seeing it in here. Restoring.
you
Can I
don't.
share my screen?
no, don't worry. But you have the 91 records, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. You don't need to worry about that. As long as you work on that, probably you'll be able to see the restored data, because it is basically making default uh, what it is. And one thing, okay. So do you have any question on that, on this only one select statements you don't
So
understand or you'd like to know?
So I have a question. So you're just telling us that select with we can select everything, the whole table, or there's other way we can just select one row or select two rows, you know?
Yeah, will come up the like
Okay.
that with the condition. We can apply some condition. Like here is a 98 record. So in the customer table, so you might not need all the information. So it's like a, you're retrieving data for reporting purpose, for or integration to another application to need data from this table. So you might need some data conditionally. You can apply on here. So
Okay.
for example, if I if I write here in the record,
من ورا إذا
yeah,
نفتحكم
yeah, we can like what else? Mm,
please.
hello, there's a noise in the background.
Right here in
Can you
both.
mute yourself?
I'm going to lay on this.
So for example, I want to see the all customer in London, the city London, right? So
كيف حالك؟
hello,
Siddiq, can you mute yourself, please?
I think it's Brother Johar.
go
Yes,
ahead.
yes,
Yeah,
I'm leaving.
Sorry.
so if I want to see the all the customer in London city, what do I have to do? I have to write select like condition clause, that is where, and you have to select the city name, column name, like city exactly what it is, and then and in the string, because it's a string type character like data, so we can copy this one London and put it here. After that you can put semicolon, or if you don't do it also okay. So and then hit run SQL. You see only 6 records come, they send back from the database of from the table. So from the London city only 6 customer, and you can try yourself, right, how to write, writing where city equal to London.
Brother, the where it has to be all capital, right? Where city, right?
No, the thing is where clause is good practice to write the all the keyword like clause. Keyword you have to
Doesn't have
write
to be.
capital.
Doesn't have to be all capital. Doesn't
No,
have to be, right?
doesn't have to be. It's not case sensitive. It's not. You can write it small. Like this way. A small cap. It's also same thing. So it's not case sensitive. It's case insensitive.
Okay.
And
So
the thing
just
is,
the keyword has to be all capital, right?
it's a good practice when you write
Good
all
practice.
capital. So the other your team member or it's a good practice. It's like a naming convention. It's not naming convention. It's a good practice to make it capital. So in the script, it's bigger script. You can see what are the keyword you used. At a glance, we can see all the capital word is a keyword.
I see. How
And
about like the city? City has to match the word. It has to match where how it's written on the table, or no? See how you have city, the C capital, and it does it have to match?
this one, city.
No, I'm talking about the city, the word city.
The
Do they have to match?
It's all case sensitive. I mean,
right
it
now,
doesn't matter.
yeah.
Smaller capital, it
So
doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
Only the value. You have to take care of the value. Value. If you
Okay.
write down this London in capital, it will not
Mhm.
work.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, just
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And so you see no results because they are not
Oh,
matching with the string. And
all
let's
right.
go to the. I think we are here, right? So I'm going to close the next the child window and going back to the parent window. And here we'll go the next one. If you click on the next from the root website, click next, and you'll see. So little more, we can talk about the SQL, but I'm not talking about all the things, but a few things I will try to introduce you to yourself since some of you are not familiar with the SQL, and I would like to see what is okay. All right. So as you know already, it's a structured query language. People also pronounce SQL, and yeah, SQL lets you access and manipulate database. And SQL became a standard of the American National Standards, which is ANSI. And so, what SQL can do? That's you have to know, like why you are learning, and what are the limited things SQL can do. SQL could do a lot of things in the database. So it can execute queries against database. It can retrieve data from the database, data table, uh, insert records in a data table. You can update records. You can delete records. Create a new database also. Create new tables in a database. Create a store procedure, which is PL SQL, so like Oracle. They support PL SQL, which is procedural language. So, and I think there is other company also use another procedural language like TSQL, something like that, and create views in a database. You can create views in the database, and some like privilege you can apply. And another thing is you have to know about the RDBMS, which is Relational Database Management System, and is very big concept like relational database in the real life, how it works. If you like a lot of things, at least you have the basic idea like what is that relational database management system. Like in real life example, I can give you one thing uh, like any application, like a banking software. Behind the application, there is a database design, like which is relationally interact relationally connected with one table to another table. So like a lot of data in banking system, if you think they have a customer table, they have a um, like um um, like in mortgage table, they have also like a credit if you talk about the transaction, they have like deposit table, they have also credit table. So a lot of tables inside the their system. So how they they uh, make the relationship from one table to another table, like how they access. So that is like the way the way they connected to one table to another table. That is called like relational database management system. And there is some standard things way to do make the relationship, like using primary key, foreign key. That's one way. I'll show you how to do that. And if I show you one table, you will be better understanding. So I'm just overviewing with the keyword right now. And uh, if you see here, RDBMS is the basis for SQL and for all modern database systems such as SQL, Microsoft SQL Server, IBM DB2, Oracle, MySQL, and Microsoft Access. And our DBMS is stored in database objects called table. So table is a object, you can say, and a table is a collection of related data entries, and it consists of columns and rows. I already just told you the related data, like in the banking system, how they all the data is related to one table to another table. There's a collection of table, and that is also with all the information, like the table has a relationship one table to another table, and each table has a row and columns. So everything is stored in a database. So that way they this relationship that is called like RDBMS, relational database management system. So here is a customer table, another one. We can try. Let's see how it goes. You can try. If you click here, same record we'll see, right? There is a 98. So the relational database also, here you can on the right side, you see here, customer table, categories table, employees table, order details, order, products, suppliers, shippers, and suppliers. So these are actually relational, table. They build the relationship one table to another table. And also, if we go one by one, you will see, some joining. When we'll do the joining, you will have better understanding about the relationship. And you can go back and then next. And about the database table, database tables, you can read some things about the tables, how it go. They're talking about. So database table, they are actually mentioning here. This is the table, and this is the column name, and this is the like field name or column name, and these are the records. And here, so here is the most important SQL commands, and you have to eventually you learn this command how it works. So select, what they say about the select: extract data from a database. So select the clause or keyword. It does it extracts data from a database, and updates data in a database, deletes data from a database, insert they keep put record in the database. You can create a database using this keyword, or similarly alter database. So in the database you can modify some like alter, like there is a relationship, the primary key, foreign key, some constraint they use, unique, not null, check. So these are kind of like rules you can alter, like modify using this keyword. And create table, if you want to create table, this is the keyword, create table, and it will you'll able to create a new table with this keyword. Alter table similarly modifies a table. So there is a difference, alter table and alter database. So when you say alter database, it will only modify in the database related things, like in the database name or like database privilege something. And when you use alter table, is only work on table. So alter table means inside the table you can uh, like in the table there is a column name, or you can change, or data type you can change. Drop table, actually delete a table. That's it. Drop table. And create index. So another keyword, index.
So what's a question, brother?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between delete and drop table? In which situation we would use either of them?
So delete table. You see here is a delete. There's a delete data from a table. So this is like deleting record we use. And you
This
said delete.
partially from table, and this is delete the entire table. So I got it.
You cannot delete. You can truncate. you can drop table. Truncate, you can truncate means you just make blank, but the structure should be remaining, like data
Okay.
type, or if you use truncate, you'll see that another one is truncate, keyword, and drop. You can, if you use drop table, uh, and so drop table is a deleted tables. Okay, and create index. Create index, it's a, like, index means is a like ID, it's a number index for searching. It optimize your database to search anything, so use index. And also you can drop index using this keyword. And next, I'll come with the delete operation. You'll see more understanding. Just overview with the keyword. And here is a SQL we already used. This is the syntax. The way you write down select all from customers, from customers. So this is the syntax: column 1, comma, column 2, column 3, comma. So you can go as long as you need. And here is a table name you can use. So this syntax you have to remember the time you write down the SQL queries. And here is the example. So the top one is syntax, and the next one is example. So you already use this is the way you have to write down. Like basically same. You can mention the column name one by one by comma, or if you need all the fields in the table, you can use asterisks. That's why they mention here. If you don't need all the column, you can mention the column name here. Like if you need customer ID, you can put only customer ID here. If you need only city, you can put comma and the city here. So they mention here. And here is another one. You see, if you need only two field, like two column from the customer table, you can mention two name like that. And you can try yourself how it goes. Let's see. So I think Amit is in the beginning. That's why I have to go from the basic. Uh, so Amit,
Yes, Burhan bhai.
yeah, you can try this one. So if you want to run only select two column from the table, you can write like that. So it will show you retrieve the data only two columns or fields. So this is the way you have to write down if you don't need all the column in the table. So for an example, in one table might have like 50 columns. You don't need 50 columns. Based on your
Hmm.
work condition, in the place you work, if your boss tell you to give some data, uh, you know like customer, give me the customer list who are living in the London city, right? So you can write down the only customer name and city. Maybe you don't need city, then you can write down a where clause, as I mentioned you, city city name equal to uh, London. So if you run this command, security, so it will give you only 6 customer. It will give you only 6 customers. All right. So this is the way you have to select the column name if you need. And if you can see some alias like that, like for nice customer name, or so it will show you like customer name here. If you don't use this alias, you can rename the column name. If you don't use, it will show you like that. You see. So we'll come up eventually with this part. And let me go the next one. So another keyword is distinct. Distinct is unique, like reduce, duplicate. you know, you'll have the unique number, unique like data if you use distinct keyword. So if you read here what it does, the select distinct statement is used to return only distinct different values, which is unique. And inside a table, a column often contains many duplicate values. And sometimes you only want to list the different values. So here the statement used to return only different value. So this is the syntax, how you can use distinct keyword. And this is the table. And here, like if you see the country, there's a lot of record you will see. If you run this command, there's 98 records and there is a duplicate like Mexico several times. Sweden, you know, Germany maybe several times probably. So we don't need all of them. So we want to see only unique country, how many. So then you can use distinct keyword. Is a DISTINCT, distinct, right? So if you run, now you see only 21 countries. So this is the way you can reduce the duplication. We don't, you know, like they will return your unique value. So you can see only one time. In Mexico, only one time here. So you have to remember the distinct keyword. And I'll go the next. There is another way they did. They also count, you know, distinct by country. If you try this one, what it does, so they will count how many countries. Like if you run this one, you see they count only total 21. So meaning 21 countries they found. So this is the count is a function. We'll come to that point later, but this is the function, count function. Inside the count function, write down a listing country. So we'll come later about the, you know, function in the SQL structured query language. And here also, you know, earlier I say as keyword here is like, you know, distinct countries. So meaning is this it's a alias name. Like if you run this, I'll show you. Let me try. So if you run this one, you see the same result they gave us, but this is the name. What the name of this one? If you don't write this one, what will happen? They will, you know, in the column name, it will show you like that. So is, you know, for the business people, they will not understand what is that. So as a technical, you know, the programmer, technical engineer, you'll you know, make it nice with the alias. So you can say as um, number of countries, you can say as number of country, something like that. Use like that, it will, you know, instead of this, you know, column name, it will show you number of country. You can see also like this. You see number of countries, and from the table they select, you know, country from customers. So this is the like another queries in the front in the table. So first of all, they'll execute this query from the table. So previously we used only customer table. So now they use, like this, they want to see the distinct country, how many, 21 record will come up from the customer table, and that 21 they'll return here. Let me go next. And here's a where clause. I already told you about where clause. Where clause, how they use, there is syntax. After, you know, after the from, you have to use where clause. This is the condition. If you want to retrieve some data based on your condition, you have to write where clause. So you have to remember these things. And are you guys listening?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Let me know if you know, raise your hand or let me know if you have any question right away. So where clause is like that. This is the country name equal to Mexico. Previously we saw London. So similarly, and here is a customer ID equal to 1. So they use another field, the customer ID equal to 1. So the meaning the first record it will show you. And here is the operator. So in order to learn the structured query language, this is very, SQL query is very popular in the market. Like all over the world, they use structured query. This is the basic things. Everywhere you go for any other job, either SQL, QA job or developer job, or any DevOps job, or database administration job, any job, IT job, you have to know the basic SQL anywhere. So this is the foundation of the SQL learning things, and you have to practice again and again, with this everything, and you have to be familiar with the keyword here, the operator here. So every language has an operator. They have own operator. So structured query language, they have operator, and these are used like this. And these are operators pretty much everywhere in any language you can see. And but also the syntax probably different. So you have to know this is equal sign, and this is you're like not equal to, inequal you can say, not equal to. Like condition, as you condition, if you use the not equal to. Another not equal to is I'll show you when I try. And then this is greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. This is between keyword, and this is like search for a pattern. So it's a wildcard we use, and the like is like searching pattern, and this is in. So like between is like you have like these are condition when we look for something. It's pretty interesting. If you know other language, probably you already understand these things. Let me go next. And here is SQL and operator, or operator and not operator. So operator and or not. And here you have to know and operator displays a record if all conditions separated by and is true. So meaning if you use AND operator, all the columns should be true here. If you use OR operator, either one of the record is true, then it's fine. So a not operator displays a record if the condition is not true. So not when you use condition is not true. We'll see through all of them now. And this is the syntax, the way you use AND operator or operator. So this is inside when you use condition where clause, using where clause condition, you have to use multiple columns using AND or record. So yeah. And where not condition is here. Okay, let's go. We can try here, then you will have better understanding how it works, the AND operator or operator. So they say here, like if before that I want to this one take out and then run customer. So as you know, we have the record here, right? Like country and then city, right? So if we want to retrieve some data, only German city and maybe another one, so that way you can filter the data. So here they say use a country equal to Germany. So not only German, only country, also there is AND operator. I want to see and city is Berlin. So what does it mean? It's meaning give me the customer data from the customer table. The customer is from Germany, and from Berlin. So Berlin, like it should be from Berlin in Germany. So I don't want any other city from Germany only Berlin. So as you see, if you go in the record, Germany, they have a like another city, Mannheim, probably few more, Asan, another city. So I don't want. I want only Berlin city. So here is a two conditions using AND operator, and both should be true. If not true, they will not return anything. So if I run here, you see no results. Meaning what? The Berlin city is not there in the database. You cannot find anything. How you know? If I run only one record, city, Berlin, it's not giving you any record, right? That's why they're not, the one condition is not fulfilling, meaning this part is false, like this part, and this part is true. That's why it's not written. It should be two of the records, two of the field match the condition, like true, should be true, both of them. So if one is true, another is false, it doesn't work. If I use OR operator here, you'll see it will give me a result. You see 10 results, not only one, because it comes another cities. I say OR, not AND. So AND is very, you have to understand very clearly AND operator. If you use AND operator, meaning before and after both should be true. That's one thing you have to remember. If you use OR, meaning one of the true, if true, then give me the result. One of, like if I say like anything, like for in this case city is not matching, but other, this in Germany they got it, and they gave me the result. So that's how we got the 10 results. Meaning one is true, another is false, no problem. True, false is true. For OR, when you use OR, uh, both should be true. Yeah, either one of true. Either one of either one of is one is true. So, and for OR, for AND is both should be true.
Brother, how about if you use not, like from Germany, but not Berlin?
Not Berlin.
Yes.
So you don't want any city?
No, from Germany, but not Berlin. Any city but Berlin.
Any city, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not from Berlin. Can you put not instead of or there? Does
Yeah.
it work? Yeah. Will that work?
No.
Put negate the city, put the not next to equal. Berlin, they should do it.
So I'll come. Is coming up next one. So this, if you understand OR and an OR. So the thing is, you have to remember OR means either one is true, then it will return the result. But for AND, if you use AND, it should be both of the money. Both means anything, like another one is money, another, like if you use AND and here another AND, all of the field should be true. Other one also, like address. If you use address something, it should be true, something like that. It's not there, that's why it's not coming. So this field is not there, address. I just put it. Okay, so let me go. The next one is coming. So this is OR. We already saw this one, and this is not. So if you see, so meaning Germany, right? Not if not Germany, without Germany, give me everything, whatever you have. This is like that. Give me the records without Germany, the country without Germany. You see, you will not find anything Germany here. So this is the not not like operator. So if you use like Mexico, you can use Mexico. So give me all the data without Mexico, like without country Mexico. So you can use easily the Mexico. So not operator. And let me go next one. You see here in the one condition they use and another and condition they use or inside that or. So Amit,
Yes, I'm here.
yeah, can you explain if you understand little basic things about this, how to write the condition in queries. So can
Oh
you
yeah.
explain if as you understand?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So and meaning like all the statement has to be true, or either one of them can be true, and it would still run the program. But in this case, so we are looking to find generally from the database or from the table we have, and also we're trying to find a city, either Berlin or Munich, right? I don't know. Is Munich or München? I don't even know how to say that.
Okay, so this is one end. If you
Mm-hmm.
write down, if you like run like that, uh, and you'll have better understanding about that. Basically, it's actually yeah, that's okay. So now can you understand little, because make sure you know that there is a parenthesis, here is a parenthesis. So
Mm-hmm.
this actually I can more it made more organized way you can understand the things. Probably I don't know. Yeah, I think you'll have better
Yeah, yeah,
understanding.
yeah. I mean, you find the country first from
Yeah,
the data table or from the database. After you finding the country, and you're putting a condition, find either Berlin or München. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah. Munchen. Yeah,
yeah, München.
Okay.
So, so the first always has to be true. Like you cannot find any other country other than Germany. But and when you go for the city, you pick either Berlin or München, or you can pick both if you have in the database, right? Like
Right.
that's my understanding.
So meaning this part will give me like in the data table there is a lot of city, right? They will
Mm-hmm.
return. They will look for the city. If the city match Berlin and Munchen, they will give me return both of them, right? Because,
Yes.
yeah. So both of them they will return in the end condition here, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so all the record will come here, and here is another operator with the Germany. So they gave me the country, they go for Germany, and then they look for Berlin and Munchen. So basically, in the Germany, they gave me both cities records.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
and if they only have one city, they will just reply one city. But other than that, if they have two, they will reply two. Like you'll give us the result for two cities.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Good. Very good. So it giving me what? Customer number only
München.
25. He's from this city and Germany. But the
Mm-hmm.
Berlin, as you know, there is no city in the database, because if we insert a data another record, like no, Omid, he's from like city name is Berlin and Germany, country for Germany. If we insert the data into the database table, then we'll able to see the Berlin. But right now we don't have any record with the person who is from Berlin, right?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so only we are getting this one. All right, and what else? So this AND operator is basically matching. Matching actually have like in real life thing, like it's matching country and city. That's it. If you use AND, but if I use OR, so if I use OR, what will happen? The I think there is a halal or which one? Siddiq. Hello.
Yes,
Yeah, brother. Can you explain? The if I use OR here, what will happen?
this means any of these condition, if it is met, this will execute the command. So
So
the sky has to be Germany, and the city has to be Berlin or Munich.
yeah. either one, right? So it have a chance to work on everything basically. Say 10 records. So they're basically they go for Germany. That's true. And looking for Berlin or Munchen. So Munchen, they have all the cities there, right? Munchen and this one and this one. So it's very interesting. Like they because we use or here and we use or here. So this part they are looking for these two cities. If not, no problem. Give me the Germany. Actually, basically, if you use this one, they are giving you all the Germany's customer. That makes sense because we use or here. That's why they're giving. Doesn't matter here because it's a city. Whatever they return here, we don't care. But if you use or here, basically they are Germany people they are giving me the Germany customers. It's very interesting. So if you think like if you use and so and means they are fulfilling this both are true, right? You remember both should be true. That's why they're giving
or
only
both has to
one
be
record.
true. Let's go, or any of them.
Yeah. So when you use or, so either this one or this one, whichever is true, no problem. You can give me the result. Basically, either one of the true, give me the result. So the first one is true, definitely, and that's why they are giving me all records from the Germany customers. Yeah. So it's pretty, yeah, like if you practice, you'll have better understanding. So let's go move forward. There's a lot of things need to talk about. And here is you see not the another one is country equal to Germany and you see and not country equal to USA. So meaning uh, when you use not without USA, they will give you result. And there is another condition and between these two field. This also and so meaning what? Don't give me the record without Germany and USA. So if I use this one, uh, will give you without two countries. They will give you the result. Let's practice here. Okay. You see, so 75 records, and you will not find anything USA and Germany here. No USA, no Germany. So we have like more than 90 records now, only 75 records. So if you use basically not here, what will happen? Give me the result from Germany and USA. So the 98 or 91 minus 75, the rest of record will come up. No, or because we use and that's why it's not. So I think USA is not here probably. No, I'll say USA is there. Yeah. So if you use or, both countries are giving me. But if you use and, so both are not true, right? Mm,
Yeah, this is gonna get no result because no country could be Germany and USA at the same time.
yeah, that's true. So that's why, because at the same time it doesn't work because everybody has only one country, right? Every customer has only one country. That's why it's not giving me any return. So you have to use eventually either only one or actually because it's only one record. Every customer has only one country. At the same time, it's not two. So and the next one is uh, order by is like ascending, descending. You organize the data, nothing else. So if you have a chance, read these things, so you will have good concept about it. So this is another keyword, descending, DSEDSSC, descending, and by default ASC. You see ASC by default. If you can mention, you can mention. If you don't mention, no problem. But if you want to descending order, opposite order, then you have to use DESC keyword. So this is the syntax and the table here and order by. So you have to remember this order by. So order by is like organizing in data by ascending and descending. And if you write order by countries, by default is gonna be ascending. So let's do it, okay? And you see the ascending by country. We selected only country columns. So here is the country, right? So by default ascending, you see A, and then if you go, it's gonna be like Z or X or Y, Z, E, F, B, the last one. So in ascending order, they gave me the result. But if you want to like descending, you have to write down here DESC, So it will give me the with the V name, Venezuela or something like that. So ascending, that way you write to get data, you can use it ascending and descending. But if you use also ascending, you can use, but you don't need to. By default, it works ascending. Okay. So in the interview or in the job market, if they ask you something like ascending, descending, or order by close, you'll remember. Very simple. I told you earlier, is very English-like language. It's not complicated like Java or C++. It's not complicated. It's very English-like language, but you have to be familiar. You have to know the syntax and things. But if you go in advanced level like procedural language, writing PL, SQL programming, then little more complicated. So as you are working in a QA like environment, you don't need to. You only need like basic things. If you know, you're good to go. So just practice this keyword whenever you have a chance. And descending order, they also tell you here, and order by several columns example. So you can also order your like organize your records for reporting by more than one columns at the same time. So using this comma, just using this comma one by one, you'll have to see both of them, because sometimes you can just see by name, country, also customer name. So I want to see customer name with alphabetically order ascending, and also country also alphabetically. So that way you can write down. And here you see same thing. One is ascending, another one is descending. They write down. It's basically the way you want to see. And then if you go next, SQL insert into. That's very important keyword if you want to put data, insert data into your data table, the table. So insert keyword, insert is keyword, into is a keyword. So they say insert into statements, you have to remember. And insert means you know to put data. Is used to insert new records in a table. And is it possible to write insert into statement in two ways? Two ways. So basically, you can write data in two ways. I'll show you how to do that. Is also they mention here, insert into this keyword. You have to write down if you want to insert data, and then table name. This is the syntax. Then all the columns you want to put, because if you have 10 columns and you don't want to put in 10 columns, you might put only 2 columns data. So you have to mention here. And if you don't mention here, you have to basically when you put the values, you have to go everything to whatever you have in the table. So that time I'll do that, you'll see. So here is like one syntax here, another syntax is here, and like here is a table, customer table. They insert data. We'll insert some data right now. Okay, Amit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So let's do it. Okay. So basically, they're putting data into customer table. So the customer table right now, some data is not there. So if I say Amit, and here is like I can say USA country, and the city name is like New York, I think Queens, right? In case if I say something like that, and anything is, I don't want to change anything. It's one record if I put one thing. So you have to know the syntax. The customer, after customer table name, you have to put the parentheses. Inside the parentheses, you have to mention the field you want to put data. So I want to put customer name here. sequence, you know, contract name here, this one, and then address here. So address is like New York, and then city is here. Oh, post. I think I didn't miss anything. It look like here is it how many fields? It's a 6 fields here. So the better way you, like when you do is better way to do like that. You can organize your code like this, so that way you will not have, you know, mistake. You will not make any mistake. So you see. So I think that's fine right now. Okay. I think, well, this is that one word. That's why I you know, count one more. So contract, you know, this is the field. So according to the field name, I put exactly same sequence in the values. So this is another keyword you want to see, put the values. And if I run, it will insert a record. Okay, let's do it. You see, you have made a changes to the database. Rows affected, one record. All right. So after that, I'm gonna make it copy and then just commit. Okay, commit means this is the keyword commit, like it will save the record. Okay, I think this one, let me see, because in W, maybe these are the allow, doesn't allow quality. Okay, anyway.
Now you have
Huh?
record.
Sorry.
It's already, it has already been added. So the record now is increased by 1.
Okay. So if I want to see right now, select all from like customers, you'll see that's the result here. Omit probably somewhere here. You see 101 record, Omit from New York, Queens, USA. Omit.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the way you can insert any data inside that into the table.
Got it.
So you both of you are how many here? So do you have any question about this you know, insert into statements?
I'm good so far. Thank you.
Okay. So this is the syntax you have all you need to remember. And another things I would like to tell you, like if you want to you know, contact name, you would, if you don't wanna put contact name, right? So you put it here, and if you run this, it will like give you error basically, because one value is missing, right? If you run, it will, you know, it's like error, but it's not showing exact error.
What is missing here?
They say could not prepare statement 15 values for 6 columns. So actually five values for 6 columns. So we mentioned here 6 columns, right? And value we put five values. That's why it's not matching. They're looking for another one, because one of the record I, you know, deleted, values deleted. So here is it like 5 and here is 6, not matching. So if you want to delete, I put the contact name values. So now it's fine. If I put like this, so like anything, like for an example, I can put only 2 records, right? Only customer name and country. So if I put here Siddiq, right? Or no, Siddiq, how you write down? Siddiq from like from, I don't know, your from like Europe, UK, right? So if I, you know, they insert the data, and if you write a queries, the one I used before, okay. select all.
Insert or select?
Select, like I can select customer. I forgot. I have to see again the field name. Like customers. I have to run all the records and to see the Siddiq is there. You see, Siddiq is there. I didn't put anything. It's null. That's why. And its country is UK. So I can customize the way I want to put the record. But there is a constraint in the database. When you create the data table, like table, you some constraint like check, not null, unique, you have to apply. So if there is a not null, you cannot ignore. You have to put some data. In the if you we have something like that, we have to insert the data. But now it's they allow us to put null. If I want to see,
I have a question. Let's say when you say it's not null, you have to insert some data, right?
yeah,
So let's say I don't want to put anything there, right?
yeah.
Can I just for putting data purposes, can I just space it out? Just space, space, space. It's gonna look blank, but I still, clicked on the spaces. Would it still work?
Or you said the time I created insert the data.
Yeah. I'm saying like when you say there are some options you'll get like not null, meaning you have to insert data for those. It's not a column. What did you write? For those field, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say I don't want to put anything there, so can I just put in space, space, space? Like you hit like space bar a few times.
Hey, yeah,
Still
yeah, yeah.
put it.
Yeah,
Got it.
like if there is a constraint, but I didn't tell you about the constraint, but will come up later.
Yeah.
Constraint is like rules, like a student ID, student name. So when you use the student ID, we said not null. Student should be, you have to put the data.
Got it.
So meaning you have to put the data. It's mandatory. Without putting that data, you cannot use it. And the question you asked, another thing is like you want to use like space, right? Blank space. You can use it if you want to choose. So in the field, you will not able to see any records. Like for your question, I can go again here. So I'm here. Like if I see Borhan is there, right? Uh, so your question is like here, right? Space, blank space like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So when I run this one, you'll
Then
see,
if you do that, then it's not gonna say no,
right?
right?
Like whatever. So it is said no, but before they say null, now they will say blank. You see, probably, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do like again. Select all from customers. So if you go there, you see. So the difference you asked me, if I use if I don't put anything, they just say null here. But if I don't put blank space, it's nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
So now you can query the give me the result who has like address is null or empty, So all right, then let's go to the next topics. Insert data into specified columns. So you see, I just already explained the specified columns. So meaning customized columns. You want to put data. So they selected customer name, city, and country, 3 fields in the customer table, and they put the value, 3 fields. Simple. We already done this one, right? So you are okay with these things, or you want to try?
We're okay.
Okay, fine. And then, okay, it's null. The keyword null, you have to understand, is you have to remember, is very important in every language you go, or if you work on this industry, you have to know this keyword. It's very important. So null value. What is null value actually? It's a field with a null value is a field with no value. That's very simple definition. A field with a null value is a field with no value. So earlier we put like we didn't put anything. That's why it's put null, or meaning no value. But we put the you know string blank space, like string, empty string. It's not blank. It's a empty string we put there, and it shows blank. That's the difference. So when you use null, a field with a null value is a field with no value. So null means no value. Okay, but the one I use string single quotation, that's not the null. Okay, that's empty. So you have to understand. It's very it's interview question. So this thing you have to remember the null keyword. What is that? So simple definition is this one. So if you read more, you will have better idea how to test null values. Here this says not equal to, less than equal to. So it is not possible to test for null values with comparison operator such as equal to sign, get less than, or not equal to. This is not equal to, and we will have to use this is null and is not null operator instead. So what they're saying here, you cannot use null like as only null. Using this one you cannot use it. You can check like boolean. As a boolean you can check is null or and like is not null. So this is the keyword you have to use without only null. So here they said is null, so meaning they're checking is the field null or not, right? Is not null, right? So another negative keyword is not null. So it's very interesting. And here is null operator. You see, address is null. So you cannot use only null keyword. You have to use is null or is not null. And here they are going to let me go next. And they didn't give me the okay. Anyway, so you can practice is not and is not null. The one you want to use. Or we can, if you want, I can try go previous, because they didn't give me to practice. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go the one. Okay, and here I'm gonna put in this one. So I'm gonna use one of these. If you go here and if you go practice, so basically I'm just using their console. Like this is like you have to think like this is console like editor where you can write your SQL queries. So what is the last name, first name? What do we use? First name, right? Last name, first name, address. So use maybe country. Yeah, only this one from customers, right? Customers, and address is null. Okay, if I use here. Give me all. Okay. So you Siddiq, the time I put the Siddiq is null. You see, I didn't put anything. I just put nothing. So is null. So what it is saying address. They are looking for only address field here. I just put here.
Question, please, brother. If you want to modify this one, add like contact name and address and the rest of the data.
Yeah. If you sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat?
Still, like the contact name is nil.
Yeah.
So the address is nil, city is nil. So if I want to add it in here,
Well, you have to update. Like you have to update table if you want to same record. This is the say if you want to modify this record, So you can update table. There
Or
are
you could use the keyword alter, right?
alter for table, like for table type. Will come up. You'll see
Okay.
with the alter keyword how it works. So this is the record. If you want to update a record, then you have to use update. One of the keyword update, uh, uh, like update table name, and then you want to select that column and then value. You'll see it's coming up very soon. I'll show you. So is null, is not null, it will give you results. So yeah, then go previous one. Okay. mm, we are here, right? Oh, no. So null values we just cover, and another one is coming here. So this is the update statements, right? So update syntax, you see, update what it does. Update statements is used to modify the existing records. Just I told you, used to modify existing records. So update works only existing records. It's not new record. If you want to put the new record, you have to insert into the table, right? Insert keyword. But if you use modify, that's another things I'll come up. But only the existing record. If you want to update means you can edit something, add something, uh, delete something inside the record, but like modify actually. So you have to use update. So don't confuse. Update keywords only used to modify the existing. You have to remember this keyword. Is this not keyword? This like definition. Existing records. This works on existing records in a table. And this is the syntax. You have to write down the update at the beginning, then table name. Okay. Then set keyword. Another keyword is set. Set means this will assign you value. The value you put, like in the Siddiq, like customer name, right? If I use customer name and here is a Siddiq, and so instead of Siddiq, I'll put halal here. So halal will assign to here. So meaning is modified. Update the record on existing table. Meaning what? The column is customer name. Customer name, in the name field they will update or edit or replace halal instead of Siddiq. So it will override on Siddiq halal, nothing else. So you have to use set keyword. Set keyword is assigning the value on the column. And here is the where clause. It's a condition you have to apply. I can use customer name equal to Siddiq. So I don't want to update every tables. So it's going to be messed up if you don't use properly. So suppose I'm gonna like with the oh, there is a try or not, I don't know. Okay, oh, there is a try. Okay, so let me come up with the following things, then I don't have to come back again. So here update table, they say here following SQL statement updates the first customer ID equal to, this is like first record, ID equal to 1 with a new contact person and a new city. So what they are doing here, customer table, they set the customer name Alfred something, and city is Frankfurt, and customer one is, so whoever is customer one, different name, they put this one, Alfred. So let me try this one. So before running this one, I would like to see the customer table, okay? Because now otherwise you're not gonna understand. So select all from customers. If I run these queries, you'll see the first one is not here, right? First one is not here. So what? So meaning we can update the record 2 one, right? Record 2. So remember record 2 or here Nava is a number 4 record. You see, so this one Nava. So instead of Nava, we're gonna put halal. Let's do that. Number 4, right? Number 4. So what are you gonna do? Update customers table. Set the customer name. Here I say halal, and city is whatever. City is here London, so definitely it should be match London. Okay, and customer ID is 4, right? So I want to, what it does, I want to update the record, the customer ID is 4, so customer ID is 4. I don't know, only the based on the 4 records I'm updating. What I'm updating, the city London, or is already London here, so I'm gonna put like um, a Fairfax or Aldi. One of the cities is Aldi in Virginia, and here is halal. And so meaning these records will update customer name and city. The customer name should be halal and city should be Aldi. So if I run this one, they already updated, right? And if you want to run previous okay, if you want to run, you'll see that number 4 is, oh, we didn't put customer name, we put contact name. Unfortunately, I didn't see that one. So anyway, they put halal and then city is Aldi. They updated the record. So are you up to here?
Yes.
Okay, so the thing is, instead of customer name, I somehow we selected customer name. It was there. So you see, is it a contact name? So it was not customer name. That's why it's updated here. So this is the things, with the update keyword you have to remember. So update, then set, and if you want to update whole table, you don't need like these things. So yeah, okay, and update multiple records. So we already use city and contact name. So yeah, update warning.
Hey, Bornlight, can
Yeah.
you please go back and give us an example of is not null?
Not null. Is not null or is null? Which one?
Is not null.
Is not null. Okay. So this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can try here. Okay. Go ahead. Person tables. There is no person tables. So we can use.
It's a semicolon to end the statement.
No, there is a person. The person table is not here. Look like here. You see, there is no table on the right side. You see the right side. There is no table. Person name. So what we're gonna do use? We're gonna use like the one they use here. Okay, so we can use this one. We can, the one we use, the table is there, customers, and yeah, so is not null here. So meaning there is 100 records, not null values, without null, not null. Here is say it's empty, it's not null. The Burhan one here, this like
Yes, it's
yeah,
clear. Thank you.
this is like I already explained to you. This is not null. This is like empty, empty. So there's a null and empty is two different things. Null is no value at all, but here is a empty, meaning blank space, like empty string. So the query is not null, and if you use is null, so only address field, right? Only I think Siddiq, the one we came now, yeah, this only one. So meaning is null. They found here address field null is null. The thing the record has a null on address value. Give me the right record. So meaning what? In the customer table, the person has like address is null. Like someone Siddiq, his name is not Siddiq, and he has no address. Is null. Like null and empty, two different things. So null means is no value. We already understood, right? And if we say give me the one is equal to empty string, right? You see, Burhan. I already told you this Burhan is by the time I insert the record, I put empty string. So empty string and not null, null is two different things. So the way you query the data, you are telling the data like this condition. You are telling the database, give me this record. The way is match. So when they look for address, it goes in the table, all the field they charts, and this empty string, they found only one record, this guy. So empty and null is, so you can use only null with is null, like boolean, you can say something like that. So Siddiq will come up, right? Is not null, 100 records will come up. So three different things. Null, like is null, is not null. Is not null means what? Null, no null. The address in the inside that address field, no null, meaning value. It has value. It's opposite. It's like analytically, not equal to something like if you use like another one, I'm gonna is same similar to like ID, right? I'm gonna tell them that customer ID not equal to, if I say customer not equal to is not, we say like here the keyword here not equal to 200. So 200 is not there, it's 100 something. So it will not give me any result. They will not found anything. Oh, not equal to 200. So meaning they are giving me everything, not null. So meaning 200 this is not matching. If you put like this, so it will not return anything. That's what I'm talking about. If you put equal to equal sign, meaning customer ID equal to 200, there is no record in the customer table. But if you say not null, not equal to, not null, not equal to, that different one. So meaning customer ID will not found 200. The customer has ID has no 200. The customer ID equal to not equal to 200, meaning what? Is not 200 equal to. So give me the without 200, give me the result, whatever you have. So basically they're giving everything. But if you say 2, right, now is 100 101 record. If I 2 only, they will give you only 100 records, you see. So without 2, meaning not equal to 2 money, without 2, give me the record. So these are difference you will understand if you practice and read the concept. And let's go moving forward. Momit, is clear null, empty?
Yeah, 100%. This is pretty. That was
Okay,
pretty
very
good.
good. Yeah, don't hesitate to ask me.
Brother, when are we gonna take your lunch break? Now
Yeah,
or
I think yeah, we can take a short break or lunch break. What do you want?
No, we can break up right now and we have lunch close to Dhuhr time. It's my suggestion.
You want say that again, Siddhi?
We can break up right now and take a lunchtime 1:15, 1 o'clock, something like that, up to 1:45 or 1:30, whatever.
Okay, so now is 12:45. Okay, so we'll come back to 1 o'clock, full lunch break. Okay, or
Time we